Hi, Argyle. Hi. How are you? You enjoying watching the birds? Yeah. Coming back here because, real quick, I just want to say I am not exempt from fear or insecurity or anxiety or anything like that. I make the videos that I make and I talk about the things that I talk about because they're talking points for me and they're things that I need to understand, and I think that other people need to understand just as well. And there's a difference between understanding and knowing something and actually actualizing it in your life. And I think I know and I understand all of these things, but I don't actualize a lot of them. And I'm afraid to actually act on the things that I know, which means, for example, like in posting videos, I get so afraid that people are going to judge me, that they're going to talk negatively about me, that they're going to, like, I don't know, I'm just afraid of negative judgment or judgment in general, and of people forming their own opinions on me, because if people can form their own opinions on me, that means that I'm not in control of that. I can't control how you view me, and that's like kind of scary because a lot of people tend to put a certain image and view of themselves out into the world so that people only see one side of them, and that gives people a picture of you in their head of something that isn't you. It's what you want them to see, and it's kind of manipulative and kind of, which I don't really like. So I try to be as genuine as possible, and I'm trying to not edit my videos as much, and take away the imperfections. I'm trying not to be a perfectionist about shit, because I don't know, things can fit your definition of perfect, but if you consistently struggle to make everything fit your definition of perfect, then you're never gonna fucking be happy, because you're trying to nitpick and maneuver things in a very specific way. So I'll go back and I'll edit some things or whatever, but I'm not gonna not post a video because I'm afraid. I'm gonna be afraid and I'm gonna post the video anyway, because that's what matters, me putting myself out there. And when I put myself out there, I'm inviting in all different types of attention, the good attention, bad attention. I'm putting myself out into the world, and that will get something no matter what, whether it be views or good comments or bad comments or trolls or Karens or I don't know, whatever the fuck. I will bring people in and I will get all different types of feedback, and whether that feedback is good or bad, it shouldn't really matter, and I shouldn't really be afraid of it, but I am, and that's okay. It's okay to be afraid of other people knowing about you or forming their own opinions about you or whatever the fuck. You're not in control of everything. You're not in control of anything other than you. I can control me, my actions, my reactions to things, but I cannot control other people, their perception of reality, their perception of me, or anything that they do on a daily basis. The only thing that I have control over is me. I'm holding this because I am in control of it. This is what I wanted to do. And even if you step back and think about it, seriously, step back and just observe. What thoughts come into your head? Do you control those thoughts? No, you're observing the thoughts that come into your head, and then you're reacting to them. At least, most of the time. You can, what's the word? You can manually think. That is possible. But Rebecca's bitch tits just pops into my head. I don't know. I don't know anybody named Rebecca. It just kind of came into my head. Do I have control over that? No. I just have control over how I react to it. A lot of people are like, I'm such a bad person because these thoughts run through my head. And it's okay, But do you act on those thoughts? Like if it's a bad thought, like an intrusive thought, I'm gonna use one of my intrusive thoughts that I had like when I was like one of my very first ones ever. Was cutting bread, a loaf of bread, with a serrated edge knife, and I'm like, my brain went, this would be the best type of knife for sawing someone in half. And I went, whoa, put the knife down, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And that moment is still clear in my brain. That happened when I was like 12 at the oldest, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, from there, I went, I'm not gonna fucking stab anybody. I'm not gonna saw anybody in half. This would be the type of knife to do it with, but I'm not gonna do it, you know? Feel me? Now, what makes you a bad person or a shitty person is if you act upon those thoughts. You feel me? Yeah.